Hey guys, so I just want to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Renee. I'm a mom of 3, and I am originally from the Philadelphia area, and then spent quite a bit of my adolescence in New Jersey. Bit about me: I'm a domestic violence survivor, and I'm an ally, LGBTQIA plus, all of y'all. The hardest thing about being a DV survivor is getting the words that your ex wrote on your brain off. A lot of people think the hardest part is leaving, and that is a really hard part, and it's the second hardest part. It really is. No, the second hardest part is staying gone. The third hardest part is leaving. The hardest part is fixing the damage that they inflicted on your mind. Fixing the words about you and the words about how you deserve to be treated. Changing them. And that takes time. It takes a lot of time. I mean, I'm almost 10 years out, and I'll still have certain situations, certain sudden noises, certain changes in people's body language that will trigger me and send a flood of awful memories back to me. A lot of us deal with PTSD. And by deal with, I mean most of us shove it under the rug and just keep on trucking, especially if we're parents, because our kids have to come first, right? But at some point we have to learn that we can't pour from an empty cup. We have to fill our own cups. And that's hard for moms in general. And then you add in the layers from being a DV survivor. Putting yourself first almost feels unnatural to a lot of us. The way that most of us end up in that situation is because we don't put ourselves first already. Because let's face it, narcissistic abusers do not go for people who are already strong and tear them down. They go for people who are already torn down by their childhood, by life, whatever got them in that situation. And then they continue to tear you down even further until they get you to a point where you don't even feel human, honestly. So to get where I am now, where not only do I believe that I deserve to be treated well, and by the way, I am treated well. I am married to my best friend, and I wouldn't have that any other way. But it took me a long time to get to a place where I was even accepting of the kind of love that I deserve. Because that love felt unsafe, because it was new. It was different. Our nervous systems like consistency and patterns. So if you grew up in a narcissistic or toxic household as a child, seeing those same qualities in a partner, instead of setting off red flags in your nervous system, sets off green flags, because it's normal. It's what your nervous system is used to. It's how your nervous system feels love. So you have to fix that part before you find a new partner, because otherwise you're just going to keep finding the same toxic pieces of shit over and over again, and then go, how did I not see the red flags? Stop blaming yourself. It's not you. You are not a magnet to toxic people. Your nervous system recognizes toxic as safety. So until you fix that part, you're not going to find a healthy partner. You're not going to find love in yourself, honestly, until you fix the part that is broken, and that was broken not by you, by people in your life when your nervous system was still figuring out what love was. So what you need to do at this stage in your life, if you're just getting out of a domestic violence situation, I urge you to figure out what domestic violence networks are in your area. I know Hope House runs a lot of fantastic domestic violence shelters, and they do all sorts of programs for domestic violence survivors. They're all over the country, but if they don't have one in your area, I'm sure there's another one. So just look that up and reach out, get some help, okay? If you're still in a domestic violence situation, you can reach out and they can help you leave. Don't stay because you don't have the funds. Don't stay because you don't feel like you can do it on your own, because you don't have to. There are networks of people out here waiting to help you. And there are survivors like me who are more than willing to help whenever we can, even if it's just, even if it's just to tell you that you're not alone. Even if it's just to tell you that life gets better. Even if it's just to tell you that there are words that no one else will want you is wrong. You're worth it. And don't hold on to who they used to be before they showed you who they were, because that was a mask and a lie, and that person's not coming back because they don't exist. When people tell you who they are, believe them until they show you differently. Once they show you, believe them. To all of my fellow DV survivors out there, hell yeah, we're strong. We're doing this. To anybody who's in a DV situation right now, get out. Don't wait. Just get out. You should never be treated that way. Nothing you did or said is worthy of that kind of reaction. And you deserve to be treated with kindness, love, tenderness, care. You don't deserve this. And don't let them tell you that you do.